Okay, Abdul Qadir, first of all, thank you for your time. First of all, I want to let you know what is the purpose of this interview. Recently, you have completed a qualification of OAL Level 3 International Certificate in Occupational Health and Safety, which is
Yes,
a Level 3 qualification and eligible for Tech IOSH membership from IOSH.
thank you, sir.
So you have completed the coursework and many other things to vet that course and even for getting some more relevant evidences or some more understanding how good you understand the qualification and what is your workplace knowledge. So we have decided to conduct this interview. So
Okay,
in
sir.
this interview, whatever you have performed, you have sent to me evidences and other things. But today, what we are going to do, that I will ask some assessment criteria I will discuss with you. The purpose of that assessment criteria is that I just want to make sure your understanding with respect to your workplace. Okay, this
Okay,
is
sir.
this is
Okay,
the
sir.
mainly this is the purpose. So what will be the structure of this interview? That first of all, I need an introduction from your side, your company and your designation, and after that I will ask from you some questions regarding your coursework. So I'm going to start it. Is it fine with you?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Please start.
Okay. First of all, Abdul Qadir, introduce yourself along with the description of your company, your designation, and your main roles in the organization, please.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Sir, as you know, my name is Abdul Kadir, and I am working from 2009 in the organization which making the GSSP fertilizer, known as the Agritech subsidiary of Park American. There are two plants of this organization. That one is working in the Daud Khel in Mia Valley, that is a urea plant, and another unit is the in the Haripur state in KPK, that making the GSSP fertilizer and known as the Agritech. So my responsibilities and designation is the safety officer, and also some from somewhere it is mentioned in the documents that I am the HSC inspector by the management side. By my responsibilities are the like a safety officer and HSC inspectors too. Then in my workplace, it is a hazardous plant area. So having the two sections, that one is the sulfuric acid manufacturing section, and second is the GSSP manufacturing section. So, keeping in mind that, sir, that you know the fertilizer is the mother of all industry, and it is a very critical and crucial environmental job. So, my responsibilities in the health in the HSC department as a safety officer or a inspector. So, managing daily health and safety in the workplaces, in both sides, in both sections, and managing the toolbox talks, managing and conducting the risk assessments, and maintaining the health hierarchy registers. So many of the others duties which were performed by me and allowed by the management.
Okay. Thank you, Kadir, for your introduction. Now I'm moving forward with respect to your assessment.
Yes,
So
sir.
we have a assessment criteria in Unit 1. So state own responsibilities for health and safety as required by legislation. So you have to let me know what are your main responsibility with respect to health and safety as required by the legislation, as required by your organization. So explain that with respect to workplace. And secondly, Kadir, do remember that you have to answer according to your workplace activities. And secondly, in these assessment criterias, what I'm going to ask from you, if you have any evidences of that, so after this meeting, you have to, I know you have sent me a lot of documents, but you have to typically, specifically, you have to send me these evidences again. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
just first of all, let me know your responsibilities with respect to health and safety as required by legislation.
Yes. Yes, sir. But our company, as I mentioned before, the AgriTech have our policy regarding to health and safety, and they have targeted us that the zero accident policy will facing in front of us. So we are going to maintain the health and safety on the daily base, because the hazardous site, because we have the hazardous site as the sulfuric acid manufacturing is a very crucial uh, manufacturing process. So always deal with that plant and also the GSSP section 2. So on the daily basis, I perform the daily sites visits, uh, performing the SSOWs, and also the SOPs making for each job which is going to perform in the plant site, and also the checking and then analyzing the situations which are carried out there, and all activities and tools which are uh, must be maintained by the HSC department regarding to health and safety. So these are all my responsibilities that are facing to day by day, and this is set by the organization.
Okay, okay. So do you have any clear health and safety policy or anything which is explaining your roles and responsibilities? So can you provide that?
Sure, sir. Sure, sir. I
Oh,
will
oh,
provide.
okay, okay, fine. Okay, moving forward in unit two, it is just regarding that we have assessment criteria in that review all relevant health and safety reports and data to identify any opportunities to improve workplace health and safety procedure. So, what type of health and safety reports do you have in your workplace or do you have in your company that examining that or reviewing that you think that you can improve the health and safety procedures?
Yes, sir. We have the many of the HSC documentation in the plant, as the incident records, and also the near miss records, and the ill health records, also the PTW audits records. Also, we have the first aid injuries records. So minutes of meeting records which were recorded on the each monthly basis. So all these records are available, and we always look for that records and analyze the situations that where the accident occurs and how it occurs. So we make all these things and make the procedures that how to uh, work properly and safely in a working conditions. So in all these aspects, we analyze all the documentation that regarding to health and safety. That as I mentioned, the PTW. Also, we have the NCR system in the organization, and we issue the NCRs to the breaches that are breaching the health and safety legislation that was set by the organization. So if we have any where we have the any of the evidence that we need here the trainings, we need here the any other aspects regarding to health and safety to improve it. So we make it sure by making the SOPs and implementing the health and safety policy of the organization.
Okay, okay, that's fine for me. Abdul Qadir, for this purpose, you have to produce one or two reports as an example. I will take from you. So, okay, so
Okay,
just
sir.
consider that. But in the last, I will let you know that what type of evidences I required from you. So you have to make a checklist and then share with me. Okay. In unit 2, we have a learning outcome, develop procedures for maintaining a health and safety workplace. With respect to that, you know that in every workplace, the health and safety training is a mandatory thing. Okay, so we have different time, different opportunities there in the workplace that we can deliver our training to our workers. We train our workers. So with respect to that, we have assessment criteria, disseminate the health and safety training plan to people in the workplace. So actually in this core criteria, let me know that how you are disseminating or separating the health and safety training plan to the people in the workplace.
So sure, sir. We have as we know that the health and safety is cascading from top to bottom. So in my organization, their managing director is sitting there, general manager is sitting there, HR manager and finance manager, production managers, and all of the unit managers and shift in charges are there. So health and safety training is mostly regarding from the to the top management, and we deal with on the daily basis and or on the mostly on the weekly basis. We discuss the all aspects of the plant situations with the higher management, and they let us that to arrange a training program or any other thing which is in the verbal form or in the written form to them and submitting to them, and they decide that how to conduct a meeting or conduct a training program in the workplace. So then from the approval of the top management, we go through the worker level, lower management, supervisor, and the working class. So we gather them in the toolbox talks and provide them the accurate SOPs about their jobs responsibilities and the actual working environment which is present in the organization.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Now in unit 3, you know that unit 3 is actually about managing or controlling the hazards and risk. In that unit, we have a assessment criteria that check other people are aware of the hazards, risk, and now the actions to be taken to minimize them. Simply, in this assessment criteria, it is mentioned that how you aware yourself about how you aware the people that which type of hazards or risks they are facing, and how you are helping them to minimize them, or how people can now that they can minimize that. So can you explain that how you are managing this thing?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I always looking for the hazard identification in my workplace, and always identify the many of the hazards in the as I provided you the evidences that the many of the hazards were highlighted and completed also, and more are in progress. But in the workplace, we I manage this by the consulting the workers and declaring that these type of hazards such as the dealing with the H2SO4 or dealing with the sulfur unloading process, and
Mhm.
are working on the melting pits which have the almost 200-degree centigrade temperature, and the many of the workers are working there on unloading criteria, loading of the GSSP bags, and also in the dispatch section. So and some workers are working in the confined spaces in the GSSP section. So mainly I made many of the SOP system in the workplace and provided them, and also I guide them all on the totally procedures which are facing by them to handle the activities.
Okay, fine, thank you.
So by
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, it's fine for me. Okay, there is one other thing which is in our course, or you can say there is another assessment criteria in unit number 4, about the importance of evaluating information from reports and records covering the workplace. So here you have to explain that what is the importance of evaluating health and safety reports and records.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. As my respected teacher, you are that we know that the records always help us to maintain a positive health and safety culture in the organization on about every aspects. So then we are analyzing the reports, gathering data from the annual data or any incident records data, total recordable injury frequency rates. Then when we consider these rates, we are able to control the workplace hazards, that are faced by the working class. And many of the injury cases that I mentioned in the evidences, that many of the injury cases reported on daily basis because the hazardous plant site is there. So by calculating and recording the all evidences of the documentation, we provide our workforce a safe system of work. And also we provide them the SOPs. We provide them the protective equipments that they used for making their job safe. So all of these things provide us many of things that, like our progress, where we are, and how we deal with our production demands. And also in the workplace, uh, how we uh, cover the some very crucial situations, like dealing with the H2SO4, like laboratory departments. And so from all these aspects, we become able to to make all these things very clear to the all working staff. And we become able to convey that these things are going to a very critical stage, that is going to be, maybe the death may be occur by the H2SO4 interacting. So I am very much clear that from the evidences of the documentation, we become able to make all these things clear, and very much clear to follow the MSDS of the suppliers and the manufacturers. So we become able to make health and safety positive culture in the organization by getting information from the all reports and audits.
Okay, okay, Mr. Kadir, just let me know that specifically with respect to your workplace, that who are the people, or you can say, who are those which require the information regarding your you can say your health and safety plan. So just simply let me know that who are the people or who are the person actually in the workplace to whom you have to communicate your health and safety plan. It should be
Yes, sir.
specifically with respect to your organization.
Okay, sir. So, sir, as I mentioned before, that we have a health and safety policy which is set by the managing director, and every top management is committed to the health and safety, all these things. And but we here in our workplace, many of the workers are the illiterate workers, are working in the site. So I have to communicate with them our health and safety plan in the local languages to guide them all the points of the our health and safety system. So workers, helpers, supervisors are also in the workplace which are illiterate, not having enough knowledge to health and safety. So I have to have my responsibility to convey my HSC plan to all of them.
So, okay, you know that the risk assessment is a basically backbone of occupational health and safety management system. So,
Yes, sir.
how
Yes,
you
sir.
are assessing the level of risk and how you are controlling that risk in your workplace?
Okay, sir. So, in our workplace, as I mentioned before, that it's a critical site, that the mother of all industry is a fertilizer industry, especially the GSSP manufacturing and H2S4 manufacturing. So, we are dealing with the deadliest hazards on each day and deadliest jobs on each day. And when we planned the annual inspection or annual shutdown of the plants, when we face many of the problems in the workplace regarding to working activities, as we have the PTW system in the workplace, but still we are facing many of the problems in regarding to health and safety because of the poor culture in the organization and the poor aspects and perceptions of the pupils. So uh, uh, so once again, sir, I request you to please so please explain me the your question. The risk assessment is a basic, sir.
Basically,
You know
basically,
the
I
risk backbone of the
basically
organization.
I'm saying that how you are assessing the level of risk in your organization and how you are controlling
Okay,
that.
sir. Okay, sir. We are Yes, sir. We are, sir, assessing the organizational hazards by the looking out the workplace on daily basis, and after each 1 or 2 hour, we are facing the an activity which were performed by the working class. So, by identifying the each of the hazards, so by the means of looking out surveys and inspections, and also the tours, and also consulting with the senior management, that are the unit managers in the workplace. So by we identify the all of hazards by means of it, by means of communication, by means of consultation with the senior management, and also by the putting in the knowledge of the hazardous material that was used in the organization, and also many of the other things which support me to identify the hazards in the workplace. And and we put the many of and we've set the controls for the many of the jobs and many of the dangerous hazards by means of SSOWs,
Okay.
SOPs, and
Oh, okay,
PTW
okay, okay,
interface.
Kadeer, that's fine for me. Now let me know that what are the main responsibilities for a trainee entering the workplace with respect to your organization.
So in our organization, as I mentioned many of things before, that internships or internees are were not allowed to enter in the plant site area without the supervision of any unit manager or a shift in charge or a supervisor.
Okay,
So,
it's fine. It's fine. I just want to know that if he's although entering with any supervisor, with any shift in charge, whatever the who is the controller of premises at that time, but I just want to know what responsibilities you put on him or her.
I okay, sir. I put the responsibilities on him that he obey the rules and regulation of the workplace.
Hmm.
He obey the all system and procedures which were declared to him. Also, he must get the employee orientation trainings from the management, as we have the plan in the workplace that the start of from the start of the interning program or interning enter in the workplace, and 3 months are required to make him a very positive employee in the organization by making or passing them through the orientation programs.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Kadir, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you
And
so
I
much.
just want to confirm that you must make a checklist that the
Okay,
things
sir.
I require from you
Definitely, sir.
after this meeting, you have to email me that first
Yes,
of
sir.
all, you should send me any legal document or any organizational document which
Yes.
shows your roles and responsibilities with respect to health and safety. Number
Okay, sir.
one.
Okay, sir.
Number two, I need some of the reports, whatever your organization is producing. I need one or two examples of that reports. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Then I need a training plan. If you have a
Okay, sir.
training plan, training
Yes, sir.
matrix with you for your organization, please send it to me. And then I need any communication method, that how you are communicating to your workers and other persons. After that, workplace information, no need for that. And then let me know, give me some risk assessments for an evidence, like one risk assessment or two risk assessment.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And
Okay.
secondly, and the last thing I required from you, that I need a document from you which shows that how you are managing the internee or the trainee in your organization.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Sir, as I mentioned that we have the induction program in the workplace.
So you should produce
So,
any document regarding that if you have a program or anything like that. So
okay, sir.
what you are going to do,
Yes,
that
sir.
you have to send me these documents in the
Okay.
PDF format, along with
Okay,
your
sir.
name,
Okay,
your
sir.
learner number,
Okay, sir.
and your workplace name actually. So I
Okay,
need
sir.
that.
Okay,
And
sir.
second thing is that, as your organization is working near to me, so
Yes,
just
sir.
to confirm these evidences and the information collected from you during this interview, I'm going to observe that workplace just to reconfirm that how the things are going on. Also, I will take the practical examples from there too. So till now, it's enough for me, and I am thankful for your time. So it is enough for me. Thank you
I'm
very
also
much.
thankful, sir.
Have a good day. Goodbye, dear.
Very much, sir. Thank you so much.
Goodbye.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you
Welcome.
so much. Thank you so much.